Today we're making Pavlova, so to start that we're going to make some French meringue. So the general rule is you want 50 grams of sugar per egg white for this. So separate your eggs, keep those yolks though because we're going to make creme patissiere with them. I'll put a link above for that. When making meringue, it's a good idea to use a glass or metal bowl, as if you use plastic it can hold on to some oils and that will stop the meringue from forming. Anyway, once we're at this stage, you're just going to add a tablespoon of sugar every 10 seconds or so until it's all used up, and we'll end up with a nice glossy finish. And there we go, nice and shiny, smooth, and holding a stiff peak. And that's done. Now into a piping bag. I'm using a star nozzle on this, but you don't need to. And then we'll just scrape it down, and we're ready to start piping. So grab yourself a tray with a bit of baking paper on, and I'm just going to stick it down with a little bit of the meringue so it doesn't lift up when I pipe. And we're going to pipe into these circles like this. But you can do this however you want. Next up, we're going to make a really easy honey twill mix. So it's just equal quantities of butter, flour, honey, and egg whites. Make sure you're using softened butter for this, and then you can just put it all together and give it a good mix. It should be nice and smooth and quite loose at this point, but we're going to put it in the fridge and it will firm up. Now grab your favourite mould and just spread it across, and make sure to scrape off any excess. Now put these on a really rusty tray and put them in the oven until golden brown. They really don't take very long. Once they come out the oven, they'll still be quite flexible and you can shape them. I'm going to just put them over a rolling pin here. You can do whatever shape you like, and they'll harden when they cool. Now we're going to make creme chantilly. This is just a fancy way of saying whipped sweet cream. So we're going to add double cream, sugar and vanilla to a bowl, and then we'll just whisk it until we get to soft peaks. And then we'll put that in a piping bag with a star nozzle again, and that's ready to go. Okay, moving back to those meringues from earlier, they've had 3 hours now, and we'll just check that they are dry. Yep, I think that'll do it. Now find yourself some fruit to decorate. I'm using all of this, but you can use whatever you like. So I'm going to shut up and plate up. See you next week.